Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, TNT Extreme Wrestling versus Game Changer Wrestling GCW live from Liverpool, Merseyside, England, UK, Hangar 34. This happened yesterday afternoon. It was on Fight TV. DJ King and Mark Adams were your announcers. Whew, we had some big matches here. We had the TNT World Heavyweight title on the line for the main event in a no disqualification match. We had to start off with a fatal four-way match. We had Gringo, Loco, Robbie X, Scotty, Rawk, and Tony Deppen. Whew, those four guys just went out there and put on a banger of an opener. Gringo, Loco getting the victory there, representing GCW in a 3.5-star match. Next up, we had the TNT Women's title on the line. Champion Alexxis Falcon with Charles Crowley versus Lizzy Evo. I don't really know what in the blue blazons of blue hell happened here. I was working when I watched this match. It was 4 seconds long. It was literally like one move and 1, 2, 3 and done. Lizzy Evo, your new TNT Women's Champion. I give it a quarter star. It was literally a 4-second match. What I typically do in matches like this, if the bell rings and it looks like it's going to be a legit match, it starts off at a quarter star. When it comes to like briefcase cash-ins or ring cash-ins or some type of cash-in, like you win an Ultimate X match, you win the X title, you actually cash it in during an actual regular match. But like the Money in the Bank in WWE. Or TNT has one of those as well. It's kind of a briefcase for number one contender. You cash in at any time for a title match. Those I will give typically 0-star, because even though the champion just retained or just new champion, then you have a cash in. Those cash-ins typically don't last long, so those typically are 0-star to me. This match, bell rung, I'm like, okay, what, huh? So I went with quarter star on these kind of matches. Next up, we had a 4-way tornado tag team match. Some of the great tag teams, not only in Europe but in the United States. We had Lykos Gym, Kid Lykos 2. I followed them a lot in Progress and Red Pro, going up against Jordan Oliver and Starboy Charlie. Too bad Nick Wayne wasn't there. And going up against Los Macizos, Ciclope, Miedo, Extremo, and then Los Vipers, Arez, and Latigo. 4 top tag teams just having tag team matches. In a tornado match, a tournament means it's all 8 guys and then they're fighting each other. I ended up giving it 3.5. Honestly, it was just kind of a clustery match. Wasn't a lot to it to me. Lykos Gym ended up getting the victory there. Next up, we had Joey Janela and Slater. Gets me is that tornado tag match went 10 minutes. Joey Janela and Slater went 16.5. And I actually rated the tag match higher. This match was kind of just of their kind of match. Joey Janela and Slater. And they've given it 3-star with Joey Janela getting the victory. Next up, we had Team GCW versus Team TNT. Team TNT was Big Joe, Clint, Margera, Paul Robinson. He's actually one half of the Swords of Essex with Will Ospreay. Going up against Team GCW, which is Jimmy Lloyd, Masha and Rina, Yamashita. Really good match. Team GCW fought their asses off against Team TNT. Unfortunately, Team TNT got the best of them. I ended up giving it 3.5. Next up, we had BUSSY, Allie, Katch, and Effie taking on Act 2, which is Benjamin Harland and Jack Crunson. BUSSY getting the victory on that one. I ended up giving it 3-star. Kind of just one of those kind of their matches. Next up, a match I was really looking forward to: GCW World Title Line Champion Blake Christian versus Man Like DeReese. Really like Man Like DeReese. He's kind of one of my favorite Red Pro guys. 21 minutes long. These two just went after one another. A lot of high flying, a little bit of mat wrestling. We end up having GCW champion Blake Christian retain his title. End up giving it 3.5. Next up, we had Dark Sheik versus Helen Campbell. Dark Sheik ended up getting the victory here. I ended up giving it 2 3/4. And then we had champion Charles Crowley, TNT World Heavyweight Champion, versus Shay Monte in a no disqualification match. Now, no disqualification match. It started, boom, from the start. We had kind of massage team, going after Charles Crowley. There's kind of a bunch of clustering going on here. Lasted 11 minutes. The overall match was good, but with no disqualification, you get that outside interference. We had new champion Shay Monte, but then we had music hit. The briefcase appears. Tate Mayfair's, the TNT #1 contender with the briefcase, comes out, cashes in on Shay Monte. Now, Visage was with Shay Monte until Tate Mayfeathers came out. Visage attacked him with a crutch. While Shay Monte was down, Tate Mayfeathers used the cash in with the briefcase, and for the second match in a row, new TNT World Heavyweight Champion. This was a cash in. I gave it 0 stars, 12 seconds long. So we had a little bit of everything here. We had that big cash in at the end. We had that kind of turn by Visage. We had Blake Christian retaining his GCW title. We had some really good matches. We had the new TNT Women's Champion. If you're new to independent wrestling, if you're new to independent British wrestling, TNT Extreme Wrestling is definitely a must-watch. I'm actually new to TNT. I've only kind of watched your stuff because of GCW. Earlier this year, there was actually a TNT Effie's Big Gay Brunch. That was actually on the Progress Pivot Share, but unfortunately, since Pivot Share is gone, Progress has a new website. TNT's not on there. I'm hoping it'll show up on Fight Plus, because the other TNT shows on Fight Plus, so we'll see what happens there. But TNT versus GCW, definitely a really good show. European British wrestling, second to none. You've got OTT in Ireland. You've got WXW in Germany. You have Rev Pro in London. You have Progress in London. You have North Wrestling over there. You have TNT Extreme Wrestling over there. All these great companies. The more wrestling that we can, as wrestling fans, see and hear about, the better the wrestling business is overall. As always, thanks for watching the Robert Sports Show, and don't just have a great day, have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.